Hey team, welcome back. Another week, another education piece. And I guess on that note, this particular education piece is a follow-on from last week's session around utilizing assets. So if you didn't get a chance to view that, do feel free. I've put a link to the video in the comments. It would probably be best to watch that first, and then this one will obviously make a bit more sense. So last week we focused on asset utilization, mainly from the profit and loss side of things. So how we can use essentially increase our sales, and we talked through the 7 ways to grow your business to essentially increase your sales and in turn increasing your profit, eventually increasing your cash, and then onto your return on investment. And today I just wanted to focus on the cash conversion cycle, but we're just going to focus on one part of the cash conversion cycle, and that part being the first part of it. So what we call the WIP for a service industry, or if it was a retail industry, you would call it stock on hand. We also refer to it as lockup. It's sort of the first part of cash lockup, because essentially how it works is that from the day that you begin working on a client's product, whether it be, if you're a builder building a house, or if you're an accountant preparing a set of annual accounts, you are essentially incurring a cost, and therefore that is the beginning of your cash lockup. So the idea being that the faster you can run that process and complete the work, the better your return on investment will be and the less it will cost you, right? And if we think about this from a long-term perspective, one day can make a significant difference in the entirety of the business. So the idea is, small incremental improvements to see how we can reduce down our WIP in this case, or if you're a retailer, how you can turn your stock over faster, which in turn will then allow you to invoice faster, which will in turn allow you to collect the cash faster, and so on and so on. And if we go back and just take a quick look at, oh, my computer's not working for me. If we go back and just have a look at the Business 101 cycle, we see that, the faster we can get this spinning, the higher our return on investment. So that is what we're trying to achieve. So last week I took you through an example on the value gap calculator, and I'm going to do that again today, but just focusing on the WIP or inventory days if you're in the retail industry. So we're not going to focus on the profit and loss side of things this time around. We're just going to solely focus on inventory and WIP. So in this pretend business, we currently have work in progress days of 57. So it takes us 57 days from the day we start the work to the day we finish the work is 57 days, right? If we are able to reduce that, so let's say we reduce it by 5 days, you can see the impact that that will have on your cash, right? So suddenly you've got $10,000 more cash in your business as a result of that. Because if we think about it, right, all else remaining equal, we're able to invoice 5 days earlier and therefore collect the cash 5 days earlier. So suddenly our bank balance is $10,000 better off. Now that's obviously just one part of the cash conversion cycle, and we will go into more detail next week on how the remainder of the cash conversion cycle can be utilized to improve that cash balance even further. However, as you can see, just small incremental improvements in one small area of the business can have a significant impact on your cash, and essentially, in the end, a better business. So if you do have any questions about how you could possibly go about, firstly, I guess, identifying what your WIP or stock in hand days are, because that's the first part of the equation. And then secondly, identifying some key strategies on how you can improve that. Um, do give me a call. My you'll all have my contact details, so that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, just give me a call and we can talk it through. Um, Otherwise, if you do have any questions, feel free to leave comments in the comment pane. Otherwise, yeah, I'll see you next week and we'll take a look at how we can turn our profit into cash faster. Thanks, everyone.